Alrighty, so here we go. I am in the process of, I have already removed the zipper from the purple skirt. I wanted to give you a few sew constructive tips though, because this is an alteration on an already produced garment. There are a couple of things that might help doing an alteration be a much smoother process. So one of those is after you take the item out that needs to be replaced, in this case it's a zipper, um, I would encourage you to first of all remove all of the excess thread, because you're going to have a lot of thread on this seam that you just opened up to remove the item, right? There is a little bit right there, so that's a great example. So you want to remove that. Also remember that when you put the waistband on in the construction process, there was some trimming that happened here in this area. There was some trimming that happened in this area as you were turning the waistband over to encase the zipper top. So keep that in mind. You'll want to make sure you try to follow these lines as there's a bug on mine. You want to make sure that you follow your sewing line as a guideline when you're putting your garment back together at the waistband, okay? The other thing is for this skirt is to make sure, and I will do the same thing on the dress, is to make sure that you take an iron and you go ahead and iron it out as flat as possible. You want to, as much as possible, you want to remove that existing sewing line on your garment. You want to remove that existing sewing line as much as possible. You might not be able to erase the, kind of like having a ring on your finger. After you've worn it for a long time, it still kind of shows a trace of its presence. So not to the point where you burn your fabric or you scorch your fabric, but you do want to make sure you give yourself a clean sewing line, okay? So that your zipper, you don't have a line, so you can still kind of see the crease here, so that when you put your zipper in, you don't have an existing line on your skirt. So those are my tips for replacing these two zippers. Here's my other dress. I've already removed the zipper out of it, and I'm going to see it still. It's still got thread on it, hanging on it and everything. So what I'm going to do is apply those same tips to this dress and get them both ready for zipper installation. All righty, we are on the road today. Have a great day.